Hi friends, in my previous video we discussed about PLSQL declaration in theory. Now today we are going to discuss about hands-on to give an idea with different use cases. Like I'm not going to jump into much complex scenarios, very basics and easy for you to follow. For that reason I took few examples. Okay, so let's quickly dive in. So this is what the topic I'm going to discuss, like variable, constants, date and state, and percentage attribute, like the anchoring variable. All those things we are going to discuss. This is an idea about it. Okay, so this is about it. Like a simple overview, what we are going to discuss, what is subjective, and these are the hands-on, like declaring variable initialization, date, sysdate, boolean variable, and percentage. And if there is any common mistakes, how to correct yourself, and what is the best practices to reinforce it, and finally the summary what we discuss. Okay, so like if you jump into overview, like this demonstration basically about TL declaration section in PLSQL particular we are talking about. Okay, and what are the things we are going to focus: variable, constants, and data types during execution, how we need to manage it. Okay, and objective practice declaring the variables, what is the best way you can manage and do the things. Okay, and assigning and using the values in the begin section, now how to do it. But like since it's only about declaration section, we are not going to jump into much of understanding in execution block. Okay, in the begin block. Okay, and what is the use of the dbms output dot put line? It's like basically for debugging purpose or development purpose, like whatever the code you are writing, it's getting the proper results or not, like it's functioning as you expected, everything you can manage it through dbms output dot put underscore line for developer comfort. Okay, and understanding runtime and compilation behavior. Okay, so let's quickly jump in on hands-on, like for on declaring variable. Okay, let me take this block of code. Okay, so if I go here, okay, if I try to do that, okay, make sure that you type in set server output on. Okay, so the very first thing what you are doing, we are declaring the number data type, v underscore number. This is the variable name and this is the data type. There is no data length, it's given as a default data length it will give if it is not given. And second one is varchar2 variable, like with the v underscore name, and varchar2 with 30 is the size. Okay, in the in the execution block in the begin, when it starts, like line number 6, you can see assignment, like I'm assigning v underscore number is equal to 100, it's a number data type, and v underscore name as oracle with single quotes. Okay, if I try to run this one, okay, run a script, you will see the output in the below. Okay, see, variable as an 100 and oracle is the confirmation the PLSQL got executed. This is about hands-on one. So what we are discussing here, variables declared without initial values. So this is what the line number 3 and 4 we are discussing. And when you are assigning the value in the begin section, you are assigning line number 6 and 7. Okay, and where is the output you are getting? Finally line number 8 and 9 you are getting it. That's a confirmation. Okay, this is about declaring and using the variables, how to do it. Let's quickly jump into variable initialization. This is hands-on 2. Okay, so if I see here, in this case I am initializing and assigning in the line number 3 itself. So whereas in hands-on 1 we had given initialize like declaring and initializing in the execution block, but whereas line number 3 we are doing it. But this is not a best practice, but the how the different ways of handling it, only the discussion point here. Okay, so let me clear the output here before I'm doing it. So if I run it, you can see, okay, how it, this is about hands-on. So what's the difference here? The variable can be initialized during declaration block. That is the idea we are discussing in hands-on 2. And let me jump into hands-on 3. What we are discussing here, using a date and sysdate data type. Okay, so far we discussed about number and varchar2, right? Now this is the one. So you see, this is how the default, the data type is date, and this is the variable name, and we are assigning this date as the, this is like system handled state, it will return the system date, the current system date. Okay, so that's what we are printing it for January 2026. Okay, line number 5. Okay, then this is what, like basically it stores the both date and time. So if you can alter the session, and you can if you want to print that timestamp also, you can do that, but I'm not jumping into that kind. But basically in the behind the scenes, this is what it does. This date holds the current database date and time. We are storing the both date and time and returning and printing in here. Okay, then we are jumping into Boolean. So other data type for answer. Okay, so here what I'm doing it, clearing, and what we are discussing. So here we are assigning true, and if the status is true, we are validating line number 5 with the conditional block, then we are writing as true as the statement. Okay, if you want to add additional, like this is the conditional else block for your understanding. If you want to give it, it's up to you for validation. Like okay, so that's about the Boolean supported by only in PLSQL, not in SQL Plus and all. Generally you cannot handle it like through PLSQL procedural way, you can manage it, cannot be used in direct SQL. That's the idea. Let's jump into the final hands-on about the anchoring variable, the percentage type. Okay, so if I try to do it this way, see what we are doing, trying to do it like so. Instead of hard coding that data type, in some case during development it's not a good practice. If instead of that you are directly taking from the table the column and its corresponding data type, it's better, because in future if the data type length is changing or something for different reasons, so it's better to use this anchoring variable, the percentage type, so that way it will automatically length increase or something, so it will be managed. So what we are trying to do here is, so this is the syntax you need to follow it, line number 3, and this is we are initializing. Once we initialize, we can print it. Okay, and other than